Hello, today I shall speak on the long run cost. In the previous video, we have discussed about the short run cost. I have told you that there are 7 types of short run cost: total fixed cost, total variable cost, total cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, average cost, and marginal cost. There we find fixed factors and variable factors. And there the entrepreneur will not be having time to increase and to make all the factors variables. Here in the long run, the entrepreneur will have a chance, an opportunity to vary or to increase the factors. And in that case, there will be no fixed factors or fixed costs. All the factors are variables in the long run. So here we are studying about the long run cost analysis, wherein we don't find fixed factors and fixed costs. We find only 3 types of costs. Out of these 3, 2 are important. One is average cost and marginal cost. Long run average cost, long run marginal cost. These are the 2 important costs. And we should learn the concept of these 2 costs, and we should see how will be the cost curves, LRAC, LRMC, long run average cost, long run marginal cost. Right? You know, there are 7 costs in this short run, that is TFC, TVC, TC, AFC, AVC, AC, and MC. Here we don't find costs like TFC, TVC, AFC, AVC, right? We see only TC, AC, and MC. You must know, because in the long run, the entrepreneur will have an opportunity of making all the inputs as variables. No question of fixed variables. When there are no fixed variables, we will see that all the factors are variable factors. Hence, only the variable cost, that is average cost and marginal cost. Let's understand what is long run average cost. Long run average cost is the cost per unit of output. It is the cost per unit of output produced. And what is long run marginal cost? Long run marginal cost is the additional cost incurred by a firm, additional cost incurred to produce an additional unit of output. Again, I repeat it. Long run average cost is the per unit cost of output produced. Marginal cost is the additional cost that is incurred by a firm in order to produce an additional unit of output. Right? And you know the formula. Long run average cost. Long run average cost is derived by dividing the total cost by the quantity of output produced. That is, AC is equal to TC divided by Q. MC, you know the formula. MC is equal to TCN minus TCN minus 1, or MC is equal to delta TC divided by delta Q. Right? These are the definitions of LRAC and LRMC. And let's see how will be the shapes of these curves. And see, both the curves are U-shaped, it is said. Why both the curves are U-shaped? Before going to know the reason for this, let's have an imaginary table with which we can very well understand the terms long run average cost and long run marginal cost. Here is a table, and this table has got 4 columns. One is the quantity of output produced. Here the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the second column indicates TC, total cost. So we don't find TFC or AFC, TVC or AVC. We just directly go to TC, because here in the long run, all the factors are variables. So we don't find fixed cost. We find only the cost, see total cost. And this is MC. MC, what is MC? If you see, here you see MC, the formula MC is equal to TCN minus TCN minus 1. Average cost, that is the cost that is derived by dividing the total cost by the number of units produced here, right? So you have it. See, AC is equal to TC divided by Q. And TC is the sigma, that is addition of MC. Addition. If you add MCs, you will get total cost. See. So here you see TC in the beginning, when one first unit of output is produced, the total cost is 10. That is, marginal cost is 10. Marginal cost, you take this marginal cost and put it here, it becomes TC, and then 10 divided by 1, that is 10. That is AC. Now let's go to C. What happens, you see, it becomes 7, say, marginal cost becomes 7. And here 10 plus 7, 10 plus 7, here 10 plus 7, it becomes 17. Please see. Again, now it becomes 3. 17 plus 3, it becomes 20. 17 plus 3, it becomes 20. Next, 4. So 20 plus 4 is equal to 24. Next, 6. 24 plus 6, it becomes 30. And you yourself calculate. So to become 38, what has to be added? 8. 8 plus 30, it becomes 38. Now, what has to be added here? 8. Next, 11, say. 11. 38 plus 11, it becomes 49. So we are adding 15, that is 49 plus 15, it becomes 64. So this is how, if you add all these marginal cost, you will get total cost. Did you understand? So the AC, calculation of AC is very, very important. What's the formula? You just divide, TC by the number of units produced. See, 10 divided by 1, that is 10. 17 divided by 2, 17 divided by 2, that is 8.5. 8.5. And then this is 4.47. Next, 6.35, 33 say, 33. And then it is 7 and this one, what was the total? All right, 7. Sorry, 8. This is how we have to calculate EAC. Very simple it is. If you have the total cost, you can calculate marginal cost and average cost. If you have marginal cost, you can calculate total cost and average cost. If you have marginal cost, you just go on adding, then you will be getting total cost. And average cost, that is very easy. So this table helps you to know the shape of the curves. You please see AC and MC. As the quantity increased, the quantity of output is increased from 1 to 8, what you see, both AC and MC start decreasing. They start falling. From 10, it becomes 7, 3, 4, up to this point. And AC also starts falling. It starts falling. Then after a stage, that is after 4, after fourth one, then it starts raising. AC also starts raising. But what's the difference between AC and MC? Both start falling, but MC falls very faster than AC. That is why it lies below. MC lies below. And then when AC starts rising, MC starts rising very fast. That's why it lies above AC. So based on that table, we have drawn the two curves, that is LRAC, long run average cost, and long run marginal cost. How are they shaped? They are shaped, and LRAC is U-shaped and LRMC is also U-shaped. And LRMC lies below LRMC lies below LRAC, long run average cost. Why? Because it falls faster than average cost. And when LRAC starts rising, it also starts rising at a faster rate. That's why it is here. It lies above here. In the beginning, it lies below AC, and at the end, it lies above AC. And this MC curve cuts AC curve at the minimum point. Please see, it cuts at this minimum point where AC and MC are equal. They intersected point, say here, this point, and this curve cuts AC curve from below. Why these curves are U-shaped? And in the production analysis, we have got long run law, that is the law of returns to scale. where we see three stages. The law of increasing returns, IRS, the law of constant returns, CRS, the law of diminishing returns, DRS. That does mean as you go on increasing the output, increasing the inputs, the output in the beginning, it increases more than proportionate rate. If there is 10% increase in factors, there will be 20% increase in the output. And this is called law of increasing returns to scale. And in this case, the cost will be falling. And there will be constant returns to scale as there is increase in input, there will be increase in output. But at what rate? The same proportional rate. If there is 10% increase in input, there will be 10% increase in output. And this is called the law of constant returns. That's why it will be like this. It will be like this. Then, as the input is increased, the output will be increased, but at the very diminishing rate. And this is called the law of diminishing returns to scale. And that is why the cost curve increases. Because of the application of these three laws, the law of increasing returns, the law of constant returns, the law of diminishing returns, the cost curve is U-shaped. U-shaped. Please understand. And you know the product MP curve. MP curve will be inverted U-shaped. So it is increasing, constant, and diminishing. Just opposite in case of cost. Right? When there is the application of the law of increasing returns, there will be falling cost. It is constant, it is horizontal. Then it starts rising. So this is the marginal product curve and this is the cost curve. And here are the two curves which are very, very important in the long run. LRAC, LRMC. LRAC is this curve and LRMC is this curve. Both are U-shaped, but it is flattened. LRAC is somewhat flattened, but it is steeper, okay, because it moves at a faster rate when compared to average cost. So with that, let's conclude this. And kindly subscribe, share among your friends. Please pass on the comments. Thank you. Thank you.